welcome to Lessons Learned. I'm Sherry, and you are watching Monday Quilt Chat, where I jibber jabber about what's going on in my quilting adventures, and also anything else going on in the quilting world. And I'm glad you stopped by to listen to that. It's something nice to put on while you're sewing. You don't have to concentrate on looking at me, so it's kind of like a podcasty kind of thing, even though I'm not talking to anyone in particular. I'm talking to you. So I hope you enjoy this little quilt talk session, little chat here. I have been working on this weekend, and I had gotten another block finished as well. Maybe I'll show you on Friday the ones that I got done this past weekend and on into this week, whatever I get done. This one needs to be sewn down, and I don't know why there's so much blank space here. I could add another leaf or something to that, I guess, but that's all they show that I needed to do. And the little branch doesn't really show up very good. Maybe by the time I get my sewing on it, that'll show up a little better. But he's cute, little songbird. I got dust in my throat. I think I was moving some stuff around. Speaking of which, moving things around, I have been doing a little bit of cleaning and straightening up around here in the she shed. I had my solids I keep on a separate little bookcase, and it was at the end of my cutting table, between the cutting table and the wall, and so there was only about this much space for me to reach down in there and get something out that I needed. And I have a project coming up that I started working on actually, that needed a lot of solids or blenders or something like that. So I decided to pull that out and put it directly beneath my cutting table in the open section underneath, and face it out to where I could readily see those. I need to get into those a lot more than you would think, and reaching around the corner like that wasn't working. So I moved my laundry sorter, which is not for laundry, it's for scraps. I've got light, dark, and medium scraps in it. I moved it to the end of the table, and then that way I could just throw things in there. It's open. It's all open. You don't have to open any lid or anything like that. So that made so much more sense. So much more sense. And I see that I have several project bins that are empty. I'm not crying, I promise. I just got choked a little bit on some dust. And so that excites me, because that means that I don't have too awful many projects going at the same time like I normally do. I'm anxious to get started on some new stuff. I have my Tilda project I want to do. I have the Anne of Green Gables I want to do. And I have that French garden flower thing I want to do. As soon as I get caught up with this and get the duster done, I want to be starting those 3 projects. I will. And that's got me excited. Just moving things around and getting some things out of here. The long arm cane, that was the big news of the week, right? If you're on Facebook, you saw a little bit of that. I had a couple of posts about that. I'm still working on getting the automation right. They had to come out and update it, and they thought they could do it from here, update it, but it didn't work out. So they took it into their shop, and they were supposed to come back on Saturday with it, but they didn't make it back out. So hopefully today they will get that back out to me, and I can start playing with that. But in the meantime, I did get a quilt loaded, just a practice piece of fabric that I put together. It's not a quilt really, it's just yardage, but it has a big floral design on it, and I'm going to learn the movement of the machine, how it feels, because I would like to do some, hand guided things as necessary as well. So I thought that might be a good option to be able to just, you know, kind of sloppily move around those flowers just to kind of get a feel of the machine itself. I also practiced threading it, and I wound some bobbins on the bobbin winder that came with it. And well, as you that have long arms know, just learning to load a quilt is a feat in and of itself. And I swear my leaders are on wrong. I think they're on backwards. I mean, not that you can't load a quilt with them if they were opposite of what you think they should be. I don't know. It's on there. And when the girl comes back with my tablet for the automation, I'm going to ask her if I've got it on there right. Anyway, they sent with the machine a practice piece as well, but I want to save that because it has squares on it and, you know, a grid, and I want to do some different kind of practicing with that. So I want to just kind of do this, you know, free, you know, feeling thing first, and then get into more precision things with the gridded piece of fabric that they sent. So I've kind of got in my head how I want to teach myself how to do this, how I'm going to practice, and I've watched a ton of videos, so I keep referring to the videos as well. So there's quite a few out there, and if you don't know, I got a Moxie, a Handy Quilter Moxie XL with Pro Stitcher Lite, and Handicrafter has some really nice videos out there. So there's plenty of guidance, and I haven't had to call them yet, but I hear their support is good. Right now my local quilt shop that I bought it from is helping me with it, so I'm just going to depend on them for a while right now until something happens earth-shattering that they can't help me with. Hopefully that will be a long time from now, if ever. So I moved some things out of here, like the 108s that I had collected. I have a cabinet there near my long arm in the house that I'm keeping such things in. So I have several 108s in there that I was able to take out of here. Those take up a lot of room. Batting, other supplies that you need that, you know, I won't use here. So I got those things out of the way, and it's feeling nice and airy in here. I really like it. And someone commented to me that, you know, when you move things around and go through things and organize, you realize what you have. So with that in mind, what do you all think about no buy January? We did that last year. We didn't buy anything during January. I'm thinking it's a good month not to you know, to abstain. So about halfway decided, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So anybody want to jump on that bandwagon with me? We can support each other in that, because I can see now that I don't need to be buying anything new. I've bought plenty lately, and I've had lots of fabric for a while. I think our little Wednesday videos for, you know, things that we can do to reduce our fat quarters and use our stash and use our scraps have accomplished that. We need to keep that up. You know, maybe segregate out a specific amount of time to work on stash busting. We have a lot of stash busting videos out there now that you can look through and use. I'm really kind of fresh out of ideas of things. I mean, there's a lot of little things you can make, but you know, making videos about all those little things, I don't mind doing it, but there's a lot out there that we can use. So we'll see what happens on Wednesdays in the coming weeks, but for now, I think we've got plenty to work with to do stash busting and scrap busting too. I just made a glass case. That's what I'm fiddling with. It's one of those little flip things, and I didn't put the little flip things on here because this one's so narrow. I thought maybe I could just squeeze it, which you kind of can. It's a little glass case. I find that, you know, I have a pair of prescription sunglasses and then my regular prescription glasses that I use when I drive. And I only have one case for those. And sometimes it's sunny and cloudy in the same day, so I have to get both glasses out. Usually I have one on my head, right, and I can put the other one in the glass case, but I feel like I need another one. So I took my piece of salvages that I had made and another little piece of scrap fabric and made one. So take that in and put that in my purse. So I just got through making that, just a little diversion. It was out of necessity as well. I needed it, so I went ahead and made that. Just took a few minutes to do. The Saturday video. This was the Wednesday video. The snap bag. So if you want to know how to make a snap bag, go do that. This one does not have the little handles on it because it's so little. But if you're making anything a little bit bigger, you put these little corner pieces on there. So try to go make one of those if you can. What was I saying? Oh, Saturday. I had a video out on Saturday. Some of you were pleasantly surprised that I had a video on Saturday. But it was that review. I had it finished, so I thought, let's just go ahead and put it out. So that went out, and you guys seemed to enjoy that review of the light box. It was this one here. And with that in mind, I went ahead and did a comment picker to find out who won the extra free one that they gave me to give away. So I will put that right here, and you can see who won that. So this is Jeannie Johnson. Is that what it was? Jeannie Johnson, 1165. You are the winner of the light box. Did you guys see your names jump up on there? Kind of exciting, isn't it? It's like, stop on me, stop on me. But Jeannie Johnson, you are the winner. She says, I could see a use for a light box for my next applique project. Please enter me in the drawing. Well, Jeannie, there you go. You're the winner. Send me your address, please, as soon as possible so I can get this out to you quick. Because that next applique project is coming up quick, isn't it? So go to lessons2021@gmail.com and send me your address, and I'll get it right out to you. And I hope you're in the United States. Yeah, I have another review video that I need to make, and it is a heat transfer machine. It's a press. So, like if you had a vinyl transfer that you wanted to put on a shirt or on a piece of fabric or on anything really, press it on there. This is a heat press that will do that. So that's coming up pretty soon. But I do have a question for you. How many of you have Cricuts, and do you use them a lot? I've never really felt like I needed a Cricut, but one thing I could use it for is if I did decide to do merchandise myself with this logo on it to sell for you to buy if you want as a token from this channel. I could make those, but I don't have the cutter to cut the vinyl. So like this, for instance, would be, on the front of a shirt, just a normal, like maybe, I don't know, 10 by 10 or something like that. Or smaller in the corner up here. On a black shirt or something like that. Or on any color shirt, really. The only problem with it is, see, I'm still kind of thinking this out loud. I'd have to keep a supply of shirts or have some way to get shirts quickly as they're requested. But it would be a very, I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. But anyway, the company sent me the heat press, which was nice, very nice. But I don't have a vinyl cutter. I would actually have to go either buy online or go to someone locally who makes heat transfer vinyl images and use those. So that's another expense. So I don't know if getting the cutter would, you know, you have the initial expense of a cutter, but I figured from one local heat transfer maker, I would need to, if I bought, I think 20 heat transfers, like for shirts, it would cost $126. So I don't know, the investment of a Cricut or some other vinyl cutter might actually be worth it if I feel like I could handle, you know, that end of a business, you know, because there's making it, there's supplies with that, there's shipping with that, there's how to collect from people for it, that sort of thing. So I don't know. Do you all think that's worth it? Is that something I should be doing? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Oh, another thing is on these light boxes. If you go to that video and watch it, if you haven't already, if you go to that video and watch it, in the description there's a link for this. And many of you bought this because on Amazon, the link that I provided is an Amazon link. If you go through that link, you'll see that there's a 50% off coupon for this. So it's normally $22 and something, so you're going to get it for around $12. It's a good light box, I swear it is. It's just as good as this Caterpillar Glow that I have here. Now this is bigger and it's heavier. It's nice and thin, but this is too bulky to move around, like if you wanted to go to a quilt guild meeting with it and do something, or to a retreat or something like that, and it would be a risk that you might drop it and break it. This one does have a see-through cutting mat on it. Is the only other feature that the other one doesn't have, but honestly I don't use that much. So go over there and get you one if you think you need one. It's your chance to try it out for little money, and it's quality enough to do the job, as you'll see in the video if you haven't watched it. So that same company is the one that sent me the heat transfer press, and I'll be reviewing that soon as I get all my ducks in a row with that. Let's see, what else can I share with you? I have not gotten into the stars, the foundation paper piece star. I picked Louisiana, and the reason why I haven't started on it is because I just keep forgetting to take the page in the house to do it. So I pulled it out, and I'm going to go in and make the copies. Somebody wanted to see Iowa, so I'll show you Iowa. If any of y'all want to see your states, and I'll remember to do it, I'll show you. So Iowa, where are you? I bet you're right after Indiana. Yes, you are. Ooh, that's pretty. Check this out. I like that. That's the Iowa star. Most of these have 8 or 9 pieces each little section. Some of them have more. There's one that has, oh no, that's Iowa. Ooh, Iowa has 14 pieces. And that's 8. You have to do 8 of those with 14 pieces each. Woo! Iowa's going to give me some work to do. But it was, excuse me, but it was Louisiana that I needed to copy. So I'm going to take that in, take my glass case in, put my supplies away from making this, and what else can I share with you? Oh, I am doing a commission job. It is a little landscape quilt. The person that wants this had me do one last year. You may remember. It had kind of a a sun on it to one side. This one has the sun in the middle, but it's very similar, and it's something she wants to give to someone. So that's another reason I moved my solids, because I needed to get in there and get to them to pick from them to get this project done. I didn't want to buy anything for it. I probably should have on one of the colors because it wasn't quite what the picture shows, but I think it'll be okay. And so I'm going to get that done this week. So, yeah, I'm working on Happy Days and that, and just the current projects I have going on as I need to, and this commission job. So I hope you're busy in your sewing rooms too, getting things done. I did get in some minky. I got 3 yards of minky in for like a quilt backing. I don't have that in here. I left that down at the house where the other backings are. And then I got the notions in from Sew Yeah as well. I just got some things that I needed. I did pick up these little fork pins. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but these are from the Magic Pens company. I thought those would be, they're kind of angled too. I thought these would be kind of good for open seams when you want to join 2 open seams. So I'm going to try those out. And then also from Magic Pens, I can't think of anything else very interesting to tell you out of the notions I got from. I got a couple more stash in store for some little ones for gifts or giveaways. And then I also got a magnetic pen holder for my long arm, one of those metal, looks like a little bowl. And also some magic pens that are long arm pens. Those are nice. Trying to think. Did I tell you everything about the long arm? Oh, this Wednesday's video will be a time lapse of the setup of the Moxie and the frame, and hopefully we can get that uploaded successfully. It's 5 hours of footage, but I'm going to run it fast, so hopefully I'll have a video that's 20 minutes or less, hopefully, and you'll get to see what that process was like. Let's see, I got these, speaking of magic pens, I did get these from Quilting a Day, because a few weeks ago, maybe just a couple weeks ago, Sew Yeah was selling some, they're like the pens that you mark pieces of your block with. They were selling some kind of homemade-y looking ones. I don't know, they were cute, but they weren't near as many as these, and they were like $35, and these were like half that. And I've got a bunch of each letter, and then there's numbers 1 through 12, and there's arrows as well you can use. So what's in this nice little, I'll show you. A through E, you get like 6 pins of each. So like, there's an E. So like, you can stick that in your pieces on your project board. And then, I had been using the alphabetties, which are nice, but they slide. And I know you can do some stuff to keep them from sliding, but I never did. I never did do it. I might still sometime, but I thought this was a good option. So I went ahead and got those, especially since they were on sale. So I think that was all I was wanting to kind of chat about today. Things are going normal. Things are going well with this project, I think. I'll get this sewn down today and start on another one. The next one's a foundation paper piece, and it doesn't look very hard, so I'm anxious to do that one. I need to take that in too and do my copies, as I will on this star. So I'm feeling pretty good about things. Things are moving right along. Just staying really busy, and got lots on my plate to take care of and keep going with. And I hope you are busy in your sewing room as well, and getting some things done that you really need to get done. Some people have time off of work here coming up. So if you're one of those people, I hope you can really dive into some sewing and quilting projects and do something fun while you're off like that. And then I will be back here. I don't know if you'll see me in the video on Wednesday. Maybe you'll hear my voice. I don't know. And then back around to finish it Friday. I've already got some submissions for Friday. And so things are just moving along like normal. And so I just wish you a great week. And I'll see you back here soon. Have a great one. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.